Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world and explore the fascinating stories that surround us. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey. As we begin today's episode, let's take a walk through the Irish countryside, shall we? Our first story takes us to the picturesque village of Rathmullen in County Donegal, where a curious creature was spotted by Francis McNichol. At first glance, it appeared to be a toad, but something didn't quite add up. The toad in question didn't match the pictures of Irish toads, and upon closer inspection, it was revealed to be a common toad, native to Britain and continental Europe. But how did this non-native species find its way to Ireland? It's believed that the common toad was introduced to Donegal, where a breeding population has been established since 2011, and what's more, there's another colony of these toads in South County Dublin, which was first recorded in 2013. The M50 Myconay N11 highway hasn't proven to be a barrier to their spread, and they're now considered an invasive species by the local authorities. As we continue our walk, let's stop for a moment at the Killygarvan graveyard, where Francis first spotted the common toad. The rugged landscape of Donegal is home to a diverse range of wildlife, from the majestic birds of prey that soar overhead to the tiny insects that scurry through the underbrush. And it's here, in this unique environment, that we find the perfect blend of native and non-native species coexisting, often with fascinating consequences. As we explore further, we come across a pair of wasps mating on a pavement in Sandymount. At first glance, it seemed like an odd time for wasps to mate, but as we take a closer look, we realize that this is, in fact, the perfect time for these common wasps, Vescula vulgaris, to be mating. The male's longer antennae and lack of sting are just a few of the distinguishing features that set him apart from his female counterpart. As we make our way through the natural world, we're constantly reminded of the intricate relationships between species and the delicate balance that exists within ecosystems. From the honey fungus that grows on trees in the woods of Clifton Hill to the black-tailed godwits that migrate to our shores from Iceland, each species plays a vital role in the grand tapestry of life. And finally, let's take a moment to appreciate the tiny brackenid wasps that parasitize the foxmoth caterpillars on Dursey Island. These minuscule creatures may seem insignificant at first glance, but they're a testament to the incredible diversity and complexity of the natural world. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. As we continue our journey through the natural world, we find ourselves at the deepest, most inhospitable corners of our planet, where the darkness is only illuminated by the faint glow of bioluminescent creatures, and the pressure is so extreme that it would crush anything that tried to withstand it. This is the realm of deep-sea mining, a frontier that has sparked both fascination and concern among scientists, conservationists, and industry leaders alike. In recent years, the deep sea has become an increasingly attractive target for companies seeking to exploit its vast mineral resources, including rare earth metals that are crucial for our transition to a green economy. One of the most promising areas for deep-sea mining is the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, or CCZ, a continent-sized abyssal plain located between Hawaii and Mexico. But as we delve deeper into this uncharted territory, we begin to realize just how little we know about the creatures that call it home. A recent study published in the journal Nature, Ecology and Evolution has shed some light on the incredible biodiversity of the CCZ. Researchers from the University of Gothenburg and the Natural History Museum of London conducted one of the largest impact studies on deep-sea mining to date, surveying a nearly 50-mile stretch of the CCZ before and after a test run by a deep-sea mineral mining vehicle. What they found was astonishing: over 4,000 organisms, including 788 separate species of mollusks, crustaceans, marine bristleworms, and more. As we explore this alien landscape, we begin to appreciate the sheer complexity and beauty of life on Earth. From sea spiders that can grow to the size of a palm, to tiny solitaire corals attached to polymetallic nodules, each species has evolved unique adaptations to thrive in this extreme environment. But as we consider the potential impacts of deep-sea mining on these ecosystems, we are reminded of the delicate balance between human needs and the preservation of our planet's natural heritage. The study's findings are a stark warning. Within the machine's tracks, the team calculated a 37% decrease in total animal population and a 32% decrease in diversity. These numbers are a sobering reminder of the potential consequences of deep-sea mining on the CCZ's fragile ecosystems. As we move forward, it is essential that we prioritize conservation and responsible management of these resources, lest we risk irreparably damaging one of the most unique and unexplored environments on our planet. As we conclude this segment of Nature Walk, we are left with a profound sense of awe and responsibility towards the natural world. The deep sea is a frontier that holds many secrets, and it is up to us to ensure that our pursuit of knowledge and resources does not come at the expense of the incredible biodiversity that exists beneath the waves. Welcome back to Nature Walk, dear listeners. As we conclude our journey through the wonders of the natural world today, I'd like to take you on a poignant and uplifting tale of restoration, tradition, and the profound connection between people and their land. Imagine standing at the edge of a breathtaking landscape, where the majestic Yosemite National Park unfolds before your eyes, its beauty untouched and its history deep-rooted in the stories of the indigenous peoples who once called it home. Today's story takes us to Hennis Ridge, a naturally and culturally significant area bordering Yosemite, which has recently been returned to its ancestral stewards, the Southern Sierra Miwok Nation. This transfer of nearly 900 acres from the Pacific Forest Trust marks a momentous occasion, reunifying the tribe with their homeland after 75 long years of displacement. The journey to this moment is one of perseverance and dedication, as the Pacific Forest Trust spent 2 decades preparing the land for its return to tribal ownership, protecting it from development and nurturing it back to health after the impact of the Ferguson fire in 2018. This land is more than a picturesque backdrop. It's a living tapestry woven from the threads of tradition, ecological knowledge, and a deep spiritual connection. For generations, the Southern Sierra Miwok people tended to these forests, meadows, and springs with meticulous care, using traditional practices that not only preserved the natural beauty, but also ensured its resilience. The return of this land to the tribe is not merely a gesture of restitution, it's an opportunity for healing, for the revitalization of cultural heritage, and for the application of indigenous knowledge in restoring biodiversity and climate resilience. As we delve into the significance of this transfer, it becomes clear that it's part of a larger narrative, one of reconciliation, conservation, and the recognition of indigenous rights. The project will enable the tribe to employ traditional ecological practices such as cultural fire, cultivation of native plants, forest restoration, and protection of water quality. It will also serve as a sanctuary for the Southern Sierra Miwok people, a place where they can rebuild their identity as landowners and stewards, reconnecting with their ancestral lands in a profound way. Moreover, this initiative has broader implications, contributing to the establishment of conservation corridors that facilitate movement across private-public lands for plants and animals adapting to climate change. It stands as a testament to the power of collaborative efforts between indigenous communities, conservation organizations, and governmental bodies in achieving not just environmental goals, but also social justice and cultural preservation. As we close this chapter on Nature Walk, I invite you to reflect on the profound lessons embedded within this story about the importance of preserving our natural world, respecting the knowledge and traditions of indigenous peoples, and recognizing the intricate web of life that binds us all together. The return of Hennis Ridge to the Southern Sierra Miwok Nation is a beacon of hope, illuminating a path forward where conservation and cultural restoration walk hand in hand. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.